Okay. There it is. Thank you for the video. I haven't watched it yet because it was very loud. And it's kind of quiet, but that's going to be perfect for me here because it'll keep Lance from yelling at me. So yeah, there you go. Robbie's volcano. Shan and I started going out with each other in 7th grade. When I think about it, a lot of stuff happened to us that year. There are 9 filled, double-sided paged volumes of Austin Zerba's Unexpected History of Ealing, Iowa, for that year alone. That year, Eric went into the Marines and left me at home, brotherless, with our dog named Ingrid, a rusty golden retriever with a real dynamo of an excretory tract. People in Ealing use expressions like real dynamo whenever something moves faster than a growing stalk of corn. It was also the same year Robbie's dad went to Guatemala to film a documentary about a volcanic eruption. Lots of stuff erupted that year because Mr. Breeze met a woman, got her pregnant, and expatriated to Guatemala. And just like a lot of boys in 7th grade, I started erupting quite frequently then too. A real dynamo. And that year, Shannon Collins' mom moved to Ealing, enrolled her daughter at Curtis Crane Lutheran Academy, where we were all good, non-smoking, non-erupting Christians, and married Johnny McKeon, the owner from Attic to Cellar Consignment Store and Tipsy Cricket Liquors. And I fell in love with Shan Collins. It was a very confusing time. I didn't realize then, in 7th grade as I was, that the time and the eruptions and everything else that happened to me would only keep getting more and more confusing through grades 8, 9, and 10. I will tell you how it was. I managed to get Shan Collins to fall in love with me too. My best friend. Robbie Breeze taught me how to dance. I was infatuated with Shan from the moment I saw her, but being the new kid at school and new in Ealing, Shan kept pretty much to herself, especially when it came to such things as eruptive real dynamo horny 13-year-old boys. Robbie noticed how deeply smitten I was with Shan, so he selflessly taught me how to dance, just in time for the Curtis Crane Lutheran Academy end-of-the-year mixed-gender mixer. Normally, genders were not something that were permitted to mix at Curtis Crane Lutheran Academy. So I went over to Robbie's apartment every night for 2.5 weeks, and we played vinyl records in his room, and he taught me how to dance. This was just after Robbie and his mother had to move out of the house and into the Del Vista Arms. Robbie was already the best dancer of any guy I ever knew, and girls like Shan love boys who can dance. History does show that boys who dance are far more likely to pass along their genes than boys who don't. Boys who dance are genetic volcanoes. It made me feel confused, though, dancing alone with Robbie in his bedroom, because it's kind of, fun and exceptional in the same way that smoking cigarettes made me feel horny. 7th grade was also when Robbie and I stole a pack of cigarettes from Robbie's mom. By the time we got into 10th grade, Robbie's mom started buying them for us. She might take drugs and not have one of those sensor things in the palm of her hand like real moms do, but Mrs. Breeze doesn't mind when teenage boys smoke cigarettes in her house and dance with each other, alone in the bedroom. And that's saying something. That year, at the end of 7th grade, Robbie confessed that he'd rather dance with me than any girl. He didn't mean just dance. It was very confusing to me. It made me wonder more about myself, whom I doubted, than about Robbie, whom I suppose I love. At first, I thought Robbie would grow out of it, start erupting like everyone else. But there was nothing wrong with Robbie's volcano, and he never did grow out of it. So it was at the Curtis Crane Lutheran Academy end of the year mixed-gender mixer that Robbie casually and bravely walked up to the new girl, Shan Collins, and announced to her, "My friend, Austin Serba, is shy. That's him over there. He is good looking, don't you think? He's also a nice guy. He writes poetry, and he's a real fantastic dancer. He would like very much if you would agree to dance with him." And everything, confusing as it was, worked out beautifully for Shan and Robbie after that. For me and Shan and Robbie after that. Things would deal with awkward. Gotta love them. It's hard to only read one chapter, especially when they're only like 2 pages. I love you. You are dreaming. I hope it is good. I will see you soon.